exposing ourselves.
I'm poor and I'm weird, baby. You got no time for me. I'm poor and I'm weird, baby. You got no time for me. I'm poor and I'm weird, baby. You got no time for me. I'm poor and I'm weird, baby.
I buy and sell crap. I try to do very little, as least as humanly possible. I'll do anything to avoid real work. I go to flea markets and sell junk. That's what I do. Sometimes I sell produce. I sell whatever I can get my paws on that I can make money on. I bought these thermal underwears. 2 cases of them for 20 bucks. I bought all this hand soap stuff. See, he couldn't sell this up here in Exeter because the people up here don't like to wash. So soap's not a good mover.
My brother Weasel has a very unique way of supporting himself. He doesn't have a 9-to-5 job or a typical paycheck at the end of the week, but he always seems to manage to have money in his pocket for whatever his needs are.
My real name is Carrie with a K. Carrie. My nickname is Weasel. I got my grandmother. She's passed away, but she gave me that name when I was real little. I had a real job once. I didn't like it because they actually expect results. I worked at this grocery store. It was called the Little Apple Market. And I was always promised a bonus if the profit margin went up so far. And this one time they never sold Easter flowers, and I bought them like $3,000 worth of Easter flowers, marked them up double and sold them. And at the end of the month at our meeting, nothing was said about my bonus. And I said to the boss about the bonus, and he said, "Oh, you just missed it." I said, "Oh, okay." So I went out for lunch and I never went back.
You want these Beanie Babies?
Beanie Babies I got off somebody that probably couldn't sell them. At the one flea market it was, I picked them up. We're going to sell them for $1. We're going to make them want them. My stuff varies. Anyway, on the load from today, I have to give you a range of what I have from videotapes to feminine napkins on the load. Richard, get a bag out of that box and take care of this young lady. There's bags in there, tear a pack open. Yeah, that's my boy Richard, you know. Yeah, he's bad. I have to give him beatings all the time.
Gary Davis is my biological father, to my knowledge.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
Only your mother knows for sure.
Yeah.
8,
Dad!
10, 11, 12. Why?
Well, how much are these?
$3.
I think my father's a genius in his own crazy sort of way. Because, like he said, he basically doesn't do anything, and he gets paid for it.
Anything in this section is $2, and I have some brand new Disneys over here. I don't know if you've seen it. Those are still wrapped for $4. And I'm here every week. They're all guaranteed. I don't get to test them all, but if you ever get one that doesn't play, bring it back. I'll give you $2 back or another movie, okay? And I also buy movies. If you have any at home you don't watch anymore, bring them with you next time.
Well, we watch all ours.
Alrighty. We try not to set up in the same spot every week. That way it makes it real difficult for returns. And actually, all our stuff comes with a guarantee. It's a 30-30 guarantee, 30 feet, 30 seconds, whichever comes first. That's just the way it works around here. This is not Walmart. This is a flea market.
This is buyer beware.
That's it, buyer beware. Sometimes I run an ad in the paper when I have money that I buy stuff. Sometimes in the garbage. I like to go garbage picking, although my son doesn't let me go garbage picking when he's with me. I don't know, he's afraid somebody will see him or something. I just tell him to scooch down in the van and nobody will see him.
One time over in hometown, this flea market.
That's where we're going today.
Where we're going today. We were selling flowers, and my dad, he knew that there was ladies all around, and they all weren't buying the flowers. They were just like futzing with them and not buying them, you know what I mean? And
but I exploited the kid.
Yeah, and he goes, you know what happens when you don't sell those flowers? And I played along and I said, yeah, I get a beating. And then all these ladies, they just start buying them. They just bought them. I knew they weren't gonna use them. They just kept buying them.
Because they wanted to avoid my son getting a beating.
Yes.
Which he wouldn't have got. That was just a ploy.
Yeah, it was a ploy.
And it worked like a charm. Thank you, sir. You have a nice day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He sold him a box of real shitty produce, right? And the guy thought he got a real good deal. My dad goes, "Have a nice day, buddy."
Yeah.
And we all started cracking up after that. I make fun, kind of. I say he gives me beatings, but like with a job, you mean? Yeah, I tell him he's self-employed. He doesn't let me in the business work. He said not till I'm older.
When I first started, mostly through word of mouth. Where do you go? Hey, how is it up there? And I tried a bunch, and I found a bunch that I like. Sunday's a place where I go and I buy a lot of crap. Taylorsburg sometimes up towards Scranton area. Up in Scranton area, the people aren't the brightest. They all have about like maybe 3 teeth and stuff. They like candy up there. They have a sweet tooth. That's about all. One tooth. The closest thing to a real job, I work for my insane mother and brother during the summer. They sell produce on the weekends in Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Mark Brown, I hate my dad. I understand. I kind of understand. I kind of not. Cause like he'd do shit for them. Like I know he might not always work for them, but he'd like work around the house and like garden and shit. The shit that Mark would never do, cause he's lazy. And then they still yell at him even 10 times worse. And I just don't understand if they're whacked out.
He should live in a tree somewhere, not in my house. He doesn't know how to live.
My mother missed me. She was at one Christmas time. She was almost in tears and told me that I should come back home because I'm her favorite.
When Grammy's no longer with us, she won't even be cold, and your brother will be out of the house.
Her uncle, not our brother.
Or I mean your uncle.
He's a bum.
Double D, my father had a farmer's market in Northampton, and he used to run the barbecue chicken stand. And when you get him on the camera, you'll understand why he didn't sell any barbecue chickens. It's like, would you buy food from this man? I say absolutely not. Now he sells like scratch and dent, out-of-date groceries. I call it Dennis's Roach Groceries. Eat at your own risk. He gets mad.
He bought a load of old corn and took it to the car wash and gave it a fresh morning dew. And he said he just picked it, fresh picked. Sold the whole truckload.
I hibernate during the winter. A lot of heavy drinking. Mitros, that's my office. I do my paperwork there.
Business meetings. All the armchair millionaires, they meet there.
Like my brother sells this produce here. You gotta pan rows.
Okay.
They see the produce, and I buy like a few items there, and then I sell it for extra beer money. Sell all my goods there, all my wares. Depending, they like new stuff at Mitros. Sell a lot of lighters and what else do they like at Mitros? Radios. Same old shit.
Still looking to get merchandise?
Always. You got some stuff today?
I don't have it with me.
Are you coming up again?
I can load that van 10 times.
I've had 3 vans. This is my 3rd van. I have this one's just about dead. It's getting tired. Nothing works right. But I have another van that I'm in the process of fixing. By the time this one kicks, when I have to throw this one away, I'll have another one. There's one in the chute, so to speak. If I have a big load of, I've already taken in over $2,000. But it depends on the load. Today, on this particular day, I expect to do $500 plus take in. But I have enough stuff that I could do 1,000 today, but I don't think it's gonna happen. The Beanie Babies are only $1. Your choice on the Beanie Babies, $1. That's cheap.
He's not a bum. He has brains, but he's not using them. When he's probably 75, he'll start using them.
I want to find a used hearse, and I want to start a company that's going to be called Last Chance Sales for buying things. And the thing with the hearse is, because my slogan's going to be, well, the name of the place is Last Chance Sales Company, and the slogan's going to be, you can't take it with you, so you might as well sell it to us.
I think being like my dad would be cool, but I just don't want to be like my dad right now.
Gynecology's a good field, Richard.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that is, but okay.
It doesn't really take a degree from MIT or anything, but you have to buy things. It's hard to explain, but you really don't make your money when you sell the things. You make your money when you buy the things. I see a lot of people, anybody think that they can go into this business and they'll go to New York or buy stuff out of a wholesaler, and then they try to sell it, but they can't sell it at a profit, because in order to make it in this racket, you got to give them good deals cheap, and you have to buy your things so you can give them good deals and still make plenty of money. I don't think there's anything at all that I dislike about what I do, because I actually love what I do. If you like what you do and you're not miserable at, well, if you want to call it work for me, you're a lucky person, I think. Rosie, loan me $10 so I can get gas.